VLSos here. This is a video lesson on distributing. Let's take some notes and give some examples. Distributing is the idea of multiplying when you have groups of things to multiply. For example, 2 times the group, 3x plus 4. I'm multiplying the 2 and everything inside the parentheses, 3x plus 4. I need to remember that the 2 is going to multiply the 3x, and the 2 is also going to multiply the 4. We could think of this as distributing a 2 to 3x and 4. So I'm going to do these separately. 2 times 3x is 6x, and 2 times 4 is 8, which is positive. I can't combine these terms. They're not like terms. Let's give another few examples. 3 times 1 minus 2x plus 4y. In this case, I have the 3, and I'm going to distribute it to 3 terms. Inside the parentheses, I have a group. There are 3 terms. First term is 1, the second term is negative 2x, and the third term is a positive 4y. So I'm going to multiply the 3 by 1 times 1. The 3 is going to multiply the negative 2x, and the 3 is going to multiply the 4y. The arrows are not necessary, but it helps to visualize the multiplication that needs to be done. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2x, think of the numbers, 3 times 2 is 6. So 3 times 2x is 6x, and it's going to be subtracting or a negative 6x. Moving on, 3 times 4 is 12, so 3 times 4y is 12y. And we're adding, so this is positive. We've finished distributing. Let's give another example. A negative 4 times a group of 2 terms, 2 plus 3t. The negative 4 is going to multiply the 2, and the negative 4 is going to multiply the 3t. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. So that's a negative times a positive makes it a negative product. Negative 4 times 3t is going to be negative 12t. A couple more examples. Get a little more sophisticated. 2 times x minus 7 plus 3 times x plus 1. In this mathematical expression, I have 2 groups, and they're each multiplying a different number. So I have the 2 to distribute to the x and the minus 7, and then separately the 3 to distribute to the x and the 1. And at the end, I might have some like terms that I can combine. Let's do the distribution first. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 7 is negative 14. And then we're adding. The 3 times x is 3x. And the 3 times 1 is 3, which is positive. Now I take a look at all of my terms, and I think, can I combine them? I can combine like terms. I have a 2x term, the variable component is x. I have a 3x term that is the same variable component, so these 2 terms can be combined to make a total of 5x. A negative 14 and a positive 3 can be combined. The variable component of these terms is that there is no variable, they're just numbers. So the negative 14 and the 3 combine to be a negative 11. Be careful of adding negatives. 5x minus 11 is the simplified answer. One more example. 2 minus the group 5 plus 2x. We want to be careful here. We don't see a number out in front of the parentheses. It's 1. If we don't see it, we want to think of there being a negative 1 or a minus 1 in front of the parentheses that we need to distribute. When we see a negative out in front of a group, we want to be careful and we want to think about what it means to distribute the negative. This is a situation in which many people, even those with a lot of experience of mathematics, often make a mistake in the need to distribute the negative. So what we have here is a problem in which we're going to think of there being a negative 1 here that is multiplying each term in our group, just like we've been doing. So we're going to ignore the 2 that's out in front and do the distribution first. Think of this as a negative 1 times 5, which makes it a negative 5. And then a negative 1 times a positive 2x, which makes it a negative 2x. And now the original problem had a 2 out front that we can include. To simplify, we're going to combine like terms if we have them. This term of negative 2x won't combine with any other term. It's the only one with an x variable component. These numbers 2 and negative 5 can be combined into negative 3. And then the negative 2x is still there, which gives us the final simplified answer.